guys, so today's video I want to show you guys why small cages are not good for hamsters and why you really need to be using a large cage when owning a hamster. The cage I have out in front of you is a cage that has 176 square inches of floor space. Now I'm going to show you why this isn't a good cage for a hamster. Now the first thing you're going to need for your hamster cage is of course bedding. For a hamster's cage, since hamsters are burrowers, you do want to have at least a section that has at least 5 or 6 inches deep full of bedding so that they have the chance to be able to burrow. This cage base here is only 2 inches tall, so nowhere can I put 5 or 6 inches of bedding. Your hamster is stuck with only 2 inches of bedding. Okay, so we got our bedding in. It's definitely not deep enough, but let's move on to the next thing. Next, of course, you're gonna need a wheel for your hamster. Now, if you have a Syrian hamster, you're gonna need a wheel that is at least an 8-inch wheel, if not bigger. Some Syrians will actually grow bigger and they will need at least sometimes a 11-inch wheel. So let's just put our 8-inch wheel in the cage. What's next? Next, we need some type of hideout for our hamsters so that they feel safe and secure, somewhere they can sleep and hide out in. This is just a Syrian-sized egg glue. I think this is the small size, but let's just put that in there. Okay. And then you're gonna need some toys for your hamster. Your hamster needs to be able to stimulate its brain and play with things, because you would be bored if you didn't have any toys. So you should put more than one toy, but this cage, it's getting pretty tight in here, so we're gonna put 1, 2. Next, you are gonna need something for your hamster's food, so we're gonna put a food dish in here. Maybe just like there. That's good, yeah. And of course, you need chew toys for your hamster because they need to wear down their teeth. So we're gonna throw some chew toys in there. Okay, that looks good. And now let's just put the top on. Okay, it's not gonna fit on, and I don't think the wheel can turn because the cage is too small. But and we're also going to need a water bottle, so maybe like I'll stick it like here. It's like, yeah, that's like a good place. Let me just see if the cage can click down. Okay, yeah, there we go. Cage click down. Wow, secure. Okay, so now the only thing left to do is add our hamster. This is the reason why small cages are not good for hamsters. This cage does not provide any room for your hamster to move around with the proper things a hamster needs in its cage. The wheel, an 8-inch, what a Syrian needs, cannot even move. This wheel is stuck because the top is not tall enough for the wheel to spin at all, so it's just sitting there. The hideout takes up almost half of this floor space for the hamster. Basil cannot barely walk on the ground because there is not enough floor space in this cage. Having a hamster in this cage I consider torture. This is not big enough for any type of hamster, no matter if it's a Syrian or a dwarf hamster. There still would be no room in this cage whatsoever for a hamster to properly live a happy, healthy, enriched life. So please make sure you give your hamster a large cage. The minimum is 450 square inches of floor space. That's equivalent to about a 40-gallon breeder tank. That is a good sized cage and is about probably 4 times, almost 5 times the size of this cage right here. For the sake of your hamster, please don't put them in a small cage. I hope this can help a lot of people realize why small cages like this should never be used for a hamster. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. Bye!